Hello everyone, this is Irene, CMO of Konami Network. So the most anticipated Kusama Parachain auction is finally going to kick off. Today I'm so glad that we have three Polkadot Star projects with us, Crust, Darwinia, and Phala for this joint live AMA. So they will be participating in the Kusama Parachain auctions. Although Konami is not taking part in it, we will be treating this as a learning process to prepare for the upcoming dot auction, which we will definitely take part in. So now let's get right into it and see what our guests have to say about their own projects and strategy. And I'm pretty sure we are going to learn a lot from them. Also, Darwinia will be giving out 10,000 rings for today, so make sure you join the activities. So before we start, Crust, Darwinia, Phala, do you want to give us a brief introduction of yourself and the project? Darwinia, should we start with you first?
Thank you, Irene. Thank you for having me. I'm glad to have you to be our moderator for today. So hi, everyone. This is Bree from Darwinia. And Darwinia is a free chain built on Substrate, connecting different blockchain networks like Polkadot, Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, and we're providing the safest heterogeneous cross-chain solution. So community said Darwinia is like the bridge hub connecting Polkadot and external networks. And we have also been written in the Polkadot Lightsaber. And for now, we're also going for the Kusama Parachain auction. And our pair ID is 2006. So definitely support us on Kusama crowd loan to see Darwinia Craft Network as a future bridge hub of Kusama. Thanks.
Thank you, Bree. So now let's move on to Crust.
Okay. Hi, guys. Nice to meet you. Irene, Bree, and Marvin, this is Yuan. I'm very honored to be here represent Crust Network, and I hope you guys can have a deeper understanding after my talk today. Crust Network is a decentralized storage application based on the Polkadot substrate framework, and we provide an incentive layer for IPFS storage nodes. Compared with many other blockchain applications, our functions are easier to understand. And everyone should have used some cloud products. Crust and these cloud products provide similar services. Users can use Crust to store their own files and transfer with others. Our users can be individuals, companies, or organizations. So how are we different from traditional cloud vendors? Traditional cloud vendors have their own large centralized computer center to store data centrally for users. But Crust is more like a form of sharing economy. We do not provide storage space. The storage space is provided by Crust nodes. The Crust public chain bridges the gap between nodes and our users, and we are responsible for scheduling users' orders. Then we pay salaries to the nodes. As a result, users' files are distributed and stored on nodes all over the world, rather than being controlled centrally. In addition to security, distributed storage can also bring users a lower price. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So last but not least, we have Marvin from Phala to introduce yourself and the project with us.
Thank you. Hi guys, I'm Marvin Zhou from the Phala Network. I'm the founder and CEO currently. So yeah, briefly speaking, Phala Network is the Web3 cloud computation platform with privacy preserving. So the special part of Phala is that the consensus layer is based on Substrate and run as a parachain in Kusama and Polkadot to offer the computation power, comparable to existing compute cloud services. But our computation layer of Phala is based on TE blockchain hybrid technology. So it means that it can make a massive scale up to developers. They can deploy any of their programs inside TE enclaves in CPUs of Phala. So what we want to present to the world is permissionless, trustless, and Web3 cloud computation service, and you can deploy like Web2 programs like the applications in your phones, applications on website, or decentralized applications like DeFi or other programs that Phala can use the confidential computation to protect the data privacy to these applications users. That's what we want to do. Thank you.
Thank you so much for the introduction. Now let's, so we have collected some questions from the community, and I believe our three guest speakers today are ready to address them. So the first question for today is, the Kusama Parachain auction has announced its schedule. So what are some highlights of your PRO rewards? I'm sure that our community are very keen to know. So let's start from Phala first.
So the strategy of stock auction for Phala is that first, we will launch a pre-mainnet of Phala network on Kusama. The name of it is we called Khala, Khala. So the Khala network is like a canary running on Kusama, and it will preserving all the privacy or confidentiality to applications and other blockchains on Kusama relation. And of course, we already joined Chrome for now. The strategy for Khala network is pretty simple. It's that each KSM you contribute to us, we will give you 100 Phala tokens as reward for 48 weeks. And if you invite some guys, your friends, to join this campaign, the two sides of you together will get 1% of the reward total. And of course, we also have a soft cap for that. It's 15 million Phala tokens as 150K KSM total in soft cap, and hard cap is what you can see on book.js, which every project set their hard cap as a million KSM. So it's pretty simple and easy understanding. 1 KSM for 100 Phala tokens, and our slot auction period is 48 weeks. So that's it.
All right, thank you so much. So what about Crust Network? What's your Parachain auction strategy?
Okay, Crust uses our parallel network, Crust Shadow, to conduct Kusama slot auctions. And the native token for Crust Shadow is CSM. Crust will invest a total of 90,000 CRU plus 18 million CSM rewards for KSM supporters. And rewards are divided into crowd loan activity period and future leasing period. During the crowd loan period, we give a reward of 1 KSM to 0.07 CRU plus 14 CSM per week. And the reward is issued once a week. No matter whether Crust can successfully win or not, supporters can get their rewards. If the bid cannot be won, the supporters' KSM will be refunded immediately after the crowd loan period ends. And if the slot can be successfully short, the supporter will get 1 KSM to 1.5 CRU plus 300 CSM at the leasing period. And at the current price, if you pledge KSM to Crust, you can get an annualized income of 25%. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So Darwinia, what about you?
So Darwinia has prepared our featuring PL strategy and rewards for our community. And it basically can be divided into 3 parts. And the first one is because we know that the consensus of BTC is the strongest. So we provide a super BTC prize for every 4 Kusama contributors. And they're going to have a lucky draw to win the super BTC prize. And the second part would be the token prize pool. So our Canary Network crab is going for the Kusama Parachain auction. The token is called Sea Ring because our native token is ring, is the ring on your finger. But we're also offering our mainnet token ring. So it's basically super token prize pool to be shared by our users. And something different is that there is no fixed ratio of how much Kusama you contributed and how much tokens you're going to get. So it is according to your contribution proportion to the whole crowd loan fund. So it's really encouraged because I am also a KSM holder. So these policy really encourages me to contribute all of my KSM to support our crowd loan. And the second, and then finally, the third part would be NFT package, because you know that NFT is really trending recently. Everybody's talking about NFT, but they don't know how to participate in that. Are they going to buy some kind of crypto artworks or something like that? So we offer our NFT package rewards for users in our cross-chain game Evolution Land for mining. So the user threshold is kind of not really high, and users can win this NFT package, including NFT land, NFT mining drills, and NFT mining character called puzzles in your game to experience in-game DeFi and NFT integration applications. And these NFTs will have certain utilities. They don't have to just put away like some kind of crypto artworks, and they don't know where to add value to that. Yeah, so that's something really attractive to our community users. It's basically 3 parts of rewards. Yeah, for more detailed information, you can definitely follow our Twitter to see the detailed article posts. Yeah.
All right, so thank you so much, all of you, for sharing with us the strategies you're gonna use. So we all know that technology is like the fundamental of every project. So like, can you share with us what have you prepared for the Kusama Parachain auction in terms of the technology you're gonna use? So should we start with Crust now?
Okay. Crust closely followed up all the technical updates of Polkadot and Substrate. I believe that the other 2 guests are the same. And Crust also connected to Polkadot's latest Western Net test network. And in addition to this, Crust developed a set of cross-chain storage modules, and the cross-chain application can be launched as soon as Crust win the auction. That's everything for me. Thank you.
Sure. Like, what about Bree?
Yeah, as I just said, our Canary network called Crab is going for the Kusama Parachain auction. So let me briefly introduce what is Crab and what are some tech innovations of Crab. So Crab network has been steadily running for almost a year, and it provides smart contract solution to those dApps from on Ethereum to easily coming to Polkadot. So Darwinia virtual machine is kind of a virtual machine compatible with Ethereum virtual machine, is now live on Crab network. So we know that Polkadot is the primary layer that everybody would like to come. But for developers, they have different tech issues when coming to a new chain. So with Darwinia virtual machine, they can enjoy the ease of just simply modify some of the code of their of the smart contract, and they're going to it's kind of like import their dApps on Ethereum to Polkadot ecosystem. So Crab is like a gateway connecting these projects to Polkadot. And there are several core features of Crab. So the number 1 is the smart contract solution, and number 2 is going to be a new continent of our cross-chain game Evolution Land, because this game has 26 different continents. It's like a miniature of the future multi-chain crypto world. The first continent is deployed on Ethereum, but gradually users found that the gas fee is extremely harsh. They are not able to freely play the game with against such harsh gas fees. So we developed these new continent Crab built on substrate for users to have a better user experience. And thirdly, so Darwinia Crab Network is going for the Kusama Parachain auction. It also featuring the cross-chain interoperability empowered by the primary Darwinia cross-chain bridge tech innovations. So we have done a lot of things to prepare for the Kusama Parachain auction, from the smart contract solution and to cross-chain bridge tech innovations to get better prepared for the auction and better empower the Web3 and the Polkadot ecosystem once we got Parachain slots. Yeah.
All right, thank you so much. So what about Marvin? Any technology to share with us?
Yeah, first of all, I think the most general or most fundamental levels of this kind of technology would be cross-chain bridges, because neither Phala or Darwinia or Crust here, we all already have ERC20 tokens as now. So after we launch as a Parachain, we will need a bridge between Ethereum and to how to say Kusama Parachain. So in this case, I think both three of us already built such technology to enable our users transfer from Ethereum to Kusama Parachain in two sides. So this is one preparation for us. The second part is that we need to prepare the decentralized and verified way to distributing the tokens. For example, we all know that the crawling module, the bidding module are built by Polkadot team, by Parity, but the users, after they join this campaign, the projects of us, we don't need to do anything. But how can we convince the people that if we promise some certain rewards distribution to the people, then we can do it? So you need like a verified open source script to scan the data on Kusama auction and run as one of the first parties and the data in your own chain, so that the people will trust you that you will distribute your tokens. But I'm not sure. I mean, maybe people doesn't care about it at all. But from our end, we already open source all our decentralized applications code and script code base. And the third part, I think it depends on different projects. For Phala, we provide a decentralized application page for people to join and like contribute their cash and for us. Although I think depends on Polkadot.js page or depends on centralized exchanges for crawling is a good choice. I mean, but for some certain people, I think if you have your specific logic, like the contribution list, the reward data, something like this, you need to find application to show all this information to your community. So in this case, we built our own decentralized application for Phala crawling. So yeah, so that's the basic technology we prepare for this campaign. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. It sounds so amazing. It seems like that you guys have like well prepared for the for the Parachain auction with the technology you're using and the ideas you have in mind. So we all know that the launch of the Parachain is quite a big milestone even for the Polkadot ecosystem. So after winning the Parachain, what do you think, like how will decentralized storage, cross-chain interoperability, and like confidential computer cloud empower the Web 3.0? Let's start with Bri.
Okay, thank you for the question. I guess everybody is looking forward the future parachain milestones of Polkadot and Kusama, and how will Darwinia contribute to the future Web3 future. So I will definitely talk about why we're building bridges for the Web3 crypto world and how we're going to empower the Polkadot ecosystem. And the first thing is that why we're building Web3 bridges is that we're going to facilitate the future paradigm shift of cross-chain bridges. So for now, we know that custodian bridges, which is very efficient, but kind of decentralized or semi-centralized, are mostly implemented. And it's like we're still in the Web2 world. So for now, when we are going to call our friends out, we have to pass messages to Facebook, which we go to such a kind of centralized institution to pass messages to our friends to call them out. But the world was not, the way was not meant to be here. So this kind of trust-relied roles should be obsoleted. So for these custodian bridges, for now, they're like distributing their middlemen, but we know that distribution doesn't mean decentralizations. And Buckminster Fuller also said, if you would like to change something, create a new one, but not just fighting the old rules. But for these custodian models, they're still fighting the old, but not creating a new one. And our Polkadot founder, Dr. Gavin, also said, trust would be the most expensive asset. So for these custodial bridges heavily relied on trust, the trust costs of these bridges are extremely high. So Darwinia has to build a completely decentralized bridge for the whole Web3 future. And then, so what are some cross-chain bridge use cases that our community care about most? I will definitely talk about DeFi, NFT, and cross-chain game applications. First, for DeFi applications, those single-chain DeFi applications of Ethereum would upgrade into a cross-chain version. Like on Uniswap, you can able to trade native Polkadot ecosystem assets like native DOT and Kusama, but not just REP tokens. Also, different projects are building their DeFi stacks on different chains like Cosmos on Kava, Akala on Polkadot, and MakerDAO on Ethereum. But I would say that why or if a project is really leading the market should be decided by wider market competition, healthier competition, but not just monopoly on one single chain. So cross-chain bridges, especially cross-chain bridges, decentralized bridges, Darwinia is building will truly exactly remove these kind of physical isolations to trigger healthier market competition, and our users can enjoy the freedom of investment, but not just like you have to use your dots if you would like to use DeFi on Polkadot. You cannot use like BNB or either on Polkadot DeFi. And finally, we'll see if the value will convert to Ethereum or Polkadot. That's for DeFi applications. For NFT applications, for now, like Kusama is like an energetic teenager running before Polkadot, and Polkadot is kind of like a serious, the elder developing on tech innovations. So I think it's really in line with the vision of some creative crypto artists and NFT creators. So they have put their eyes on Kusama. More and more crypto artists and NFT projects are building and coming to Kusama. But let's admit that those NFT markets on Ethereum still capture the biggest flow. So for these NFTs on Kusama, they have to have their exposure on Ethereum. So crossing bridges, leveraged by crossing bridges, these Kusama ecosystem NFTs can have a better like flow on Ethereum. And finally, for cross-chain games, so it's like kind of exploration of the future NFT metaverse. One major feature is users are able to use their multi-chain assets to invest in different DeFi and or NFT projects. So before the coming of the future Web3 future, we developed a miniature, a playground in the game for users to use their multi-chain assets to enjoy the GameFi, to experience how to use their dots, Kusama, BNB in a cross-chain game across different continents. Yeah, that's something I would like to say about how we're gonna empower the future Web3 world.
Thank you so much. So Marvin, do you want to share your views with us?
Yeah, I think Bree make a very good point. I think after we become Parachain, I mean, all of us, at least we can present is on-chain, cross-chain, DeFi interface to each other. I think the comparability with each other is the very least we can do, and we can't lose this part with like Ethereum or BSC ecosystem, right? So I think for now the trends on crypto market is like multi-chains and hybrid chains. No DeFi project will only deploy on a single blockchain. You can check like Sushi or Compound or Land, they all deploy on different chains. So I think this is at least what Polkadot is good at. But I personally am looking like far beyond that because I think DeFi cross-chain ability is just only like a small feature from all, but the bigger picture might be in the traditional infrastructure of internet or database, because if you check the official web page on Web3 Foundation, you can find out they list almost all the stacks in Web3, and they want to replace it like one step by one step until the Web2 is being how to say evolution. So for us, it's pretty easy to imagine what will happen after we launch or Crust launch or Darwinia launch, because if you look at traditional internet companies or internet infrastructure, you will find that there are not so many things. The major thing, the major we called cloud is included by computation, a network, which is also you can call the CDN, and storage. So that's it. If you can replace all these parts into a Web3 way, you made it. You make a Web3 world. So for us, I think the next step is that we want to organize these three major parts together and present like a usable, friendly cloud resources or cloud service to traditional developers and to crypto Web3 developers, so that they can feel free to move. So yeah, so that's the next plan for us. I mean, in summarize, besides we will present a very security and privacy preserving environment for DeFi developers and the DeFi transactions, we will also focus more on replace the traditional cloud service like computation, storage, and we think this is fit the version of Gavin. Thank you.
Thank you so much for the insight. So now your turn. You want to share with us?
In my point of view, the vision of Web3 includes many aspects, including data security, privacy protection, ownership of data and identity. It's a new world. And I think Crust, Darwinia, and Phala, we are all in place to provide infrastructure for the blockchain world. And once Crust is connected to the Parachain, we can complete the file storage and distribution layer protocol for the Web3 ecosystem. Then look at some specific scene. Crust can be applied in scenarios such as decentralized website deployment, DApp deployment, off-chain data storage, and decentralized cloud storage services. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much for the insights and vision about Web3. So let's move on to the next question. So we all know Polkadot allows Parachains to source tokens for their Parachain bids in a decentralized crowd loan. So our users, like our community, must be so willing to know like what are the ways for us to participate in your cloud loan. Let's start with Yvonne first.
We have reached cooperation with many platforms and exchanges. You can choose the platform you are used to vote for us. And for centralized channels, we recommend OKEX, Math Wallet, Kraken, Hotbit, and we recommend Nutbox, Newland, A-Token, and Polkadot apps for decentralized channels. And we summarized an article which can be found on our Twitter, as well as an article about our auction rewards details. And welcome everyone to follow us on Twitter. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So Bree, want to share with us how we can participate in Darwinia problem?
Yeah, we basically share the same ways of participating in the Kusama crowd with Crust and Phala, like say these centralized exchanges like Parachain, Hotbit, and some in cloud wallet like Math Wallet, and some decentralized ways like Polkadot.js, and different third-party institutions. Like we newly worked with a decentralized institution called Bounce, and we also announced the partnership on Twitter, and you guys can also, the community can also vote for the Darwinia Pair ID 2006 via the Bounce Finance. Yeah, that's basically some ways to participate in Darwinia Crowd One. And recently we're also going to post more tutorials to walk you through how to participate, like video tutorials to walk you through how to support us. Thank you.
Yeah, I think users need that tutorial to learn how to participate.
Yeah,
so
right.
Marvin, please share with us.
Yeah.
How to participate.
Yeah, thank you. So so as I mentioned, there are multi ways to join the crowd. For example, I think the ladies already present the ways like centralized exchanges, Kraken, Hobbit. Okay, yeah, and there will be more exchanges that can join this campaign, like maybe Gate, MXC, or even Hobby. But except the centralized ways, you can also join Phala Crawlon by Book.js and the page we present ourselves. So just input crawlon.phala.network, then you got it. You can use that. So yeah, so that's it.
Oh, sure. So thanks for the information. I hope that your community have a better understanding, like how to participate in the quorum. And we are pretty much looking forward to the video tutorial. So anyway, any first-hand news that you want to share with the community users? Like any updated news, the most updated news you want to share? Let's
Okay, I
start
will
with
go first. So two things I would like to share with the community. The first thing that for how to participate in our crowd one, so we're going to open a web page access on our Crab Network official website for you to enjoy the ease of supporting us. Basically, it will only take 1 to 2 minutes. It's kind of like a one-click join button for you to basically just connect your wallet and just join our crowd one at our Crab Network webpage. And we're going to post the access like tomorrow on Twitter. So definitely have to follow us on Twitter and join our Telegram channel. And number two is that Darwinia is exploring the future NFT metaverse because we're developing a cross-chain game. So recently, actually, some crypto, especially NFT-infused assets in China, like Mr. Taoing, is leading a new trend of NFT metaverse exploration, and he's leading us to like completely live in the future NFT metaverse. Like we have did our NFT adventure in some famous blockchain games like Sandbox, and it is pretty trending on Twitter. And you guys can definitely check it out on Twitter. It's extremely interesting. It's kind of like, say, we're going to enjoy, appreciate those crypto artists in NFT galleries. And we're also taking pictures with those famous landmarks in NFT metaverse. It's like a real exploration and adventure. And something good is that Mr. Taoying is going to lead us to have the new NFT metaverse adventure to our cross-chain game Evolution Land. on Wednesday next week. So definitely follow us. Stay tuned on Twitter to firstly join the adventure. And something special about our game is we surely don't have those landmarks in the game, but the core feature of us is the GameFi, in-game DeFi system, and users can really play to earn. Yeah, and we're all going to prepare a test continent for our users, so you don't have to spend your real money, but enjoy the fun of game. So that, and also you don't have to worry about a harsh gas fee. Yeah, thank you.
All right, thank you. So now, Maureen, your turn. Any updated news for your community?
First, we already we have like early birds campaign for now for the Crolon joiners, and if you join the contribute for Phala Crolon before the second slot auction, the timing expecting timing for now for that is be like 22 this month. So if you contribute before that, each contributor will receive NFT from RN Market on Kusama NFT platform. And if we scan or recognize you after we win a slot, and if you hold early birds NFT for that, you will get one percentage extra bonus than the others. So so I mean, if you want to contribute for Phala Crolon, better do it before others. Then you can get an extra bonus. And for now, we gathered around 60K, 60K, 6K. Sorry, not 60K. KSM. We all can see that the Alcala network got a really huge amount of it, and then it's a Crust network, and then it's Moon River, and then it's Phala and Bifrost, but we think we are expecting that after Alcala network really launch on Kusama, then everybody can see the real APY and to check the real staking return for that. And since our major target is the second slot, I think the game will be more and more interesting in next week and maybe the next week. So so people just pay attention on the data, on-chain data of this race, and the news from Phala newsletter, so that you can get the best of it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So Yvonne, any updates for us?
Yes, we do have something we want to share. Actually, Crust now is totally ready for being used by everyone. And since opening the storage function on February 28 this year, we have been working hard to promote our application. Now all users can store and transfer files through our network. At the beginning of July, we will launch the Profit Data event. The purpose of this event is to let more and more people try to use our storage function. And in this activity, as long as you use our storage and pledge the CSM, you can get CRU rewards. We will issue a total of 54,000 CRU to our users. And how can CSM be obtained? You can participate in our Kusama slot auction or participate in our 9 million airdrop event on June 21st. We will conduct an airdrop on CoinMarketCap. Welcome everyone to follow us on Twitter or Medium or Telegram to get first-hand news. Thank you.
All right, thank you guys for sharing with us the updated progress of your project. I think this pretty much sums up all the questions we have for today. So before we end today's AMA, do you guys want to say anything, like to get more support for your Parachain auction? Who wants to start first? Just like a few sentences to gather the support.
Yeah,
So,
our goal first. So we're also preparing early birds rewards for our crowd loan contributors. So the early birds rewards is related to increasing your chance of winning the Super BTC prize. So vote for Darwinia crowd loan pair ID 2006 and win the Super BTC prize NFT mining package and share the super tokens prize poll. Yeah, thank you.
all right. Who wants to go next?
I can go next.
Sure.
Okay. And I want to say, if you want to pledge KSM for a project, please think about what value this project can bring to Kusama or Polkadot. And if this project leaves the Polkadot ecology, will this project still have value? And decentralized storage is the infrastructure of the blockchain world. And if you want to know whether our application is easy to use, is good to use, please just try it. Thank you.
Marvin?
Sorry, I'm muted. So mine would be simple that Phala give because Phala is already listing and we give the Chrome contributors the mainnet Phala token as reward. So it means that we want to present a more stable or more safe how to say plan, for this campaign. Although the you can't imagine the APY goes like high as like 300%, but you can imagine that because we are donating our like mainnet token for the Chrome rewards, so it won't be too bad in any situation, I think. The strategy we are choosing is like present more safety, more security, and a plan for the people who want survive even in the bear market. So that's it.
All right. Okay. I think that's pretty much the end of our AMA. Thank you, Yvonne, Bree, and Marvin for the very insightful discussion. So wish you guys all the best for the Kusama Parachain auction. And for those who are watching the video right now, I hope our guests have answered some of your questions. And if you guys want to know more information about Crust, Darwinia, and Phala, please follow their Twitter, Telegram, and Medium for more information. All the links are in the description box. Thanks again, guys, for spending the night with us. Thank you. Thanks for
Bye. Bye.
Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.